Hmm. I think I took the craft magical arms and armor feat already,
Evil beware. I am in charge now.
so I could add enchantment
Ready.
bonuses to some of our weaponry. Not sure if it's a smart move. Gonna be a limited amount of essences I have in store, so maybe I shouldn't use it on the weak ones. And in certain situations it doesn't matter. If I want to basically hack through a mage's defense, the important part is that I have an adamantine weapon. Silver for the were animals. Enchantment would help though. No doubt about that. It is good that you have come, my lady. If you would be so kind as to proceed down this hallway, you will reach the office where my employer waits. Thank you, messenger. You are welcome, my lady. Farewell. Secret door, maybe. Pentacle blade. An icy but not unattractive woman in her late 30s. This noble of House Beleth has the unmistakable air and mannerism of a person that is used to being obeyed. Her face rarely shows much emotion.
I am Pentacle Bleth. Close the door and follow me. You and I have much to discuss. We'll be able to speak freely here. As you'll have noted, Westgate is a place where one must be constantly alert of unwelcome attention. I am, myself, not unfamiliar with how the game is played. I know of you and the mask. Don't bother with the whys or hows. Suffice to say that House Bleth is not lacking eyes and ears about the city. Your goals are the same as mine. We both wish to uncover the night masks, and in doing so, rid ourselves of a troubling problem.
What do you know of the mask?
I know enough. You've been asking about the mask ever since you set foot in Westgate. It haunts your dreams, forces its visions into your waking consciousness. One of my agents reported you collapsing near the docks. I can help you.
Why should I trust you?
I requested that you meet me here in private. Does that speak of a person who wishes you harm? Rest assured that if I desired to do you ill, I have the resources and the means to have done so already.
Tell me about your problem with the night masks.
That's not a concern of yours. All I will say is that the night masks have their dirty fingers in many different pots, some of them too close to House Bleth. I wish to see them exposed, to destroy their power base in the city.
Tell me what I need to do.
I have long suspected that the Night Masks are involved in more than the day-to-day illegal activities one hears of in Westgate. An opportunity has arisen to learn exactly what these activities are. A ship by the name of the Dark Dahlia is anchored a small distance from harbor. It reputes to be a legitimate merchant ship, but it's hardly a secret that it is operated by the Night Masks. Officially, it hasn't docked due to an unconfirmed disease on board. I know better. The regular harbor master has gone missing, and a new one has arrived in his place. I assume he is not under the pay of the Night Masks, and thus, when the Dark Dahlia docks, he will insist on checking the cargo. The ship holds something important. I want you to find out what it is.
How will I reach the ship?
That's not my concern. I will reward you handsomely in gold and help you with your curse, but I deal only in results. You must find the means. You have connections in the city, do you not? I suggest you use them.
Very well, I'll do it.
Good. Your first obstacle will be finding out how to reach the Dark Dahlia. I'm sure an adventurer such as you can find a way. In the meantime, I shall begin finding out what I can about your cursed mask. Return to me when you have discovered what it is the ship holds.
Yes. So, infiltrate a ship. Can you believe it? Someone actually stole the chalice. Must be the Night Masks, I say. They're the only ones with the skill to pull off that kind of a job. What chalice? The prize chalice for solving the riddle. You mean you've never heard? You're not from around here, are you? No, I'm not, so please explain. As I said, rumor has it that the chalice has been stolen from the council headquarters here, but the case it was in was so heavily locked and trapped that it hardly seems possible. The chalice was one of the big attractions of the council headquarters along with the knot, but they've had to close the exhibit down obviously. It's a shame really. My niece is coming into town in a 10-day and I was looking for something to amuse her. Now what do I do? The blinking night masks ruin everything around here. Not that I'm complaining, of course. I love the night masks, so I need to get back to work. Good luck with whatever it is that you do. I'm sorry, madam, but the knot exhibit is closed until further notice. Council of Guilds regrets whatever inconvenience this may cause to you. We are doing our best to see that the exhibit is down for as short a time as possible. Good day. I understand something was stolen from here. I cannot comment on internal council business. If there is any announcement to be made, the council will do so through official channels. Can I help you? There's nothing to help with. We are at the council headquarters are doing our best to see that the exhibit is done. Blah, 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 blah. Okay then. Uh, just a second. Leaning close so no one can hear. Yes, like so. Say, you look like the adventuring sort, right? Yes, I am. I see. Then come right this way, madam. Please, everyone's Stand back while the cleaning crew comes through. Nothing out of the ordinary here, you see. Please everyone stand back and disperse. We just must announce that the Noct exhibit is temporarily closed until further notice. Council regrets whatever inconvenience this may cause you. Good day. Right this way, madam. What are you doing here? Exhibit is closed. Closed, I tell you. What did my assistant send you in here? I'm an adventurer, and she thought I might be of use. An adventurer? Yes. Yes, that is what we need. That was quite smart of her. Industrious woman. She'll go far, though not too far, I hope. Anyway, I need your help, madam, and I'm willing to pay. Council has authorized a price of 1,500 gold for anyone who can make our situation right. It is a princely sum, I'm sure you'll agree. Well, I actually don't. It's barely enough to buy a stinking weapon at this point. And that's a basic weapon. Plus 2 weapon of some kind, and that's not enough. Not even remotely. Tell me what you need. I need you to find my chalice. Oh, sorry, I'm under a lot of stress, you see. I'm due 10 days from retirement, and now this. I'll be excoriated in the history books. Oh, gosh, why me? Why now? Snap out of it, man. Oh, sorry. Forgive me. I'm trying my best to calm down. Really, I am, but this has confounded me. Let me start at the beginning. That big bowl in the corner of the room is the fabled Knot of Sholan. Have you heard of it? Yes, I have. The Knot of Sholan is an artifact from Karator made of unknown material and supposedly unable to be untied. The Eastern Magi claims the knot is the gods' attempt to confound the petty minds of mortals and demonstrate their innate superiority. The Council of Guilds, we are called the COG for short, had a chalice commissioned some years ago by the Jewelers and Miners Guild. We placed it in a case as a prize to whoever could solve the riddle of the knot. The chalice was so ornate and so beautifully crafted that in time it became a big draw as did the knot. Between the two of them we had quite a little exhibit, but now that has been ruined. Someone has stolen the chalice from its case. Of course the case was locked and heavily trapped. Nevertheless, all of our defenses have been thwarted. Even more amazing than that is that the case appears to be untouched. All the traps remain untripped, and yet the chalice is gone. Most odd of all, however, is that was what was placed in the case. A paper covered with what looks to be some garbled symbols. I guess it's a code or language or some kind, but I'm totally baffled as to what it is. Where is the paper now? It's still in the case. As I said, all of the traps are still active, so there's no way I'm going to even try to get in there. What have you done since discovering all this? I've contacted the city watch, but they brushed me off, saying that they were too busy with violent criminals to bother with a mere theft. I contacted the Church of Lathander, but was told only that poverty is good for the soul. Yeah, everyone's but theirs. I know that paper is involved somehow, as if the thief is playing a big game with us. So I sent for a local wizard to come, decipher it for me, but she has only said she'll come when she can. I'm up against the wall. At this point, I'm willing to pay anyone who can return the chalice to its case. Very well, I'll help you. Oh, thank all the gods. Unfortunately, I have little aid to give you except I'd start with the paper in the case. Good luck making sense of it, but it simply has to be the key. Well, it doesn't have to be the glass shop counter, glass contract. Knot of Sholang. This knot is a twisting mass of cords as thick as your arm made from some strange material that is entirely alien to you. His stand sells a variety of knickknacks about the knot and the stolen chalice. Why can I interact with it? Class counter. This case lies empty except for a single note, full of scribbled symbols carefully placed within the case for all to see. You are unable to determine anything of significance about the symbols. Oh, thank all the gods you arrived. Aluriel, this is the note I was telling you about. Be, be quick, Thurston. I don't have much time for this. It won't take very long for you, I'm sure. Hmm, yes, interesting. Well, what do you make of it? It's written in Androsphinx. Androsphinx? Of all the tongues to be seen here in Westgate. Yes, it's a poem of some kind. Here, I can translate it for you quickly. I will be no common fare. I will be no common fare, if thou seekest my lair. First root out and follow the trail of the dead. Feet soaked in violence, leave foul stains of red. Once the door you have found and iron menace have slain, proceed forward, O reader, one last test doth remain. The final door shall be passed, based on your mental strength. The keys lie on the floor, at the order defined by their length. But if the chalice you seek, you're by no means alone. It lies in plain sight, a mere mockery of stone. First root out and follow the trail of the dead. Good cemetery. Feet soaked in violence, leave foul stains of red. Once the door you have found, an iron menace have slain, so an iron golem maybe. Proceed forward, O reader, one last test doth remain. Right. And that is as far as I can go. My research is too important right now, and the stage is too critical for me to play these games with whoever put this here. But what could the note mean? It is clearly a clue to the perpetrator's location, though why they would want to be found is anyone's guess. The second stanza clearly points to blood, though I see none here. I would have to think on it a bit further, but again, I don't have the time. Mintassan has some kind of blood potions, I think. Yes, he would dabble in such things. Another idea is that a dog must prove useful in finding trace amounts of blood, but you'd need access to one first. Anyway, it seems you have your next step figured out. But who? Not my problem. I know, but I now require the coin for my services. Oh yes, right out this way. I have your funds over here. Hmm. Ah, Well, we do have a dog bone and we have a crazed dog, so maybe we can interact with it now. But that uh, it's possible that it's interactable. Here's the thing: if there was no dog before in the harbor, you would not know to go after the dog. And if you could interact with it earlier, you would be still confused because you couldn't really do anything with it. It's just a dog. Mazar Diwali. Excuse me, most gracious lady, I beg you, let an ear but a moment or two. Your most humble servant, Mazar Diwali, has an opportunity you may find of great interest. What is it? I'm a representative of the most celebrated gladiatorial enterprise, the Quivering Thumb. Benevolent Khalil has decreed that the arena is open once more, and has sent out the call for worthy competitors. Even as I saw you exit the tower, I knew you had the making of greatness. Mazar, I thought to myself, you are looking at the next champion of the Quivering Thumb. Benevolent Khalim would love another gladiator such as you. I'd like to participate. Most excellent. Yes, most excellent indeed. To whet your appetite for the games, allow me to read you a list of names those who have already signed on to compete. Leading the individual competition is the mysterious figure known only as the Twilight Knight. Behind him is the powerful wizard Maybaum. The veteran warrior Dorn Karstad is climbing the rankings quickly, however, and may soon challenge the maid. Dorn. I know that name, although I'd hope never to hear it again. I pray to Ishtar that you deign to grace the Quivering Thumb with your presence. If so, I beg that you tell benevolent Khalim that your most humble servant Mazar Devali sent you. A most pleasant day to you, milady. So, arena is open for business. Seems like things twitched in motion a little. Tieflings. What a cesspool the city is! I've no idea how an honest person could live here. Yet more moralizing, Teresa. Ah, no, it was more of an observation. All I see around here are thieves, drunks, and other ne'er-do-wells, and yet there are also shops and merchants. How do they survive in the midst of such riffraff? But since you seem to want to discuss it, Ripper, your unique background is pertinent. How did the honest merchants dodge the night mask long enough to turn a profit? Ripper, that's me. Of course, who else among us was a member of the night mask? Ah, I see. In that case, drop the nicknames, priestess. Funny the way you phrase that. Is priestess not a nickname? It's certainly not my name. Yes, but you are a priestess. And you are a ripper. You do steal from people, don't you? And then brag about it. I don't steal from everyone. Just those who deserve it. And what do you know about it anyways? I know it's called stealing for a reason. So, if you took money back from a thief who had previously taken it from someone else, you would condemn yourself for it, right? That is stealing, isn't it? Dodgy morality if ever I heard it. You can't steal from someone who doesn't legitimately possess an item. Ah, in this we agree. So the question is, who legitimately possesses an item? Oh, I can't wait to hear this bit of tortured logic. It'll be no tortured logic. I don't need to explain myself to you. Convenient. But I think I get the picture. By convincing yourself that other people have earned their belongings illegally or immorally, you unburden your conscience when it comes to stealing from them. And by betraying all those who think differently from you as evil, you unburden your conscience when it comes to killing them. True, except the difference is that there is an absolute evil, and I doubt the line between it and good corresponds exactly with the wealth divide. Who said anything about a wealth divide? Me, but it's a logical conclusion of your belief. After all, some people have enough so that they deserve to be stolen from, while others have too little. Isn't that all that dictates who you choose as victims? Look, this may come as a shock to you, Charissa, but some of us don't see the world in a clear-cut terms as you do. No, that's not a shock. I expect as much from you. Oh, blast it. Galatea, why couldn't we have picked on an Alchemite? At least they just bury their noses in books and leave the rest of us alone. Relax, Reaper. There's no need to take it personally. I actually like you. The feeling's not mutual. That's your loss then. I, for one, would much rather be with someone who believes in something, even if it's absolute bollocks, than someone who believes in nothing, like some people I know. You're a charmer, Charissa. A real charmer. Oh, I'm sorry, D-Man. Did I strike a nerve? I'm so glad to hear that. In fact, merely knowing it will allow me to at least get some sleep at night. Is it time to go yet? Whenever you're ready. Oh, I'm ready. After you, then. Ripper. Well, Charissa is an insufferable ass. At the same time, she's just being straightforward with what she thinks. I suppose that's not really the problem. There's a difference between saying what you think and trying to push what you think constantly on others. One is something that you'll have a conversation about. You know, after that, you know the situation and where everyone stands. But if someone keeps pushing it and pushing it and pushing it again and again and again, it'll become incredibly annoying.
Hello.
Akuzo, what happened here? There was no note this time, but then it's hardly necessary at this point. The damage bears the signature of Dahlia and her thoughts. I suppose one of the city watch went to speak with her, and this is her way of telling me she will not back down. And you must deal with her head on. Someone urinated on the statue of Kochi, Galadia. I can absorb the loss of merchandise, but this insult cuts to the core of my honor, my family's honor. It can only be paid for with blood. I have waited for you to stop by, hoping you would do me one last favor. I intend to go to the Ardo estate and challenge Dahlia Order. Will you back me? If this is what you feel you must do, yes. Wise as always, Galadia. Dahlia's madness must be stopped, and we are well placed to do it. I concur with your decision. Thank you, Honorable Galadia. Let us go at once. Ah, I'd like to see this through, yes. So let's go. Still, they should have 3 capable murderers with them, at least. I'm glad you have agreed to meet with me, Dahlia Urder. I thought maybe you'd come to your senses and agree to sell your rat-infested little shop. Now I see you're here to give your life to one of my henchmen. I would give my life to you, if you could take it. I challenge you to a duel, Dahlia Urdo. I don't duel with subhumans. I would disgrace the family name. You have already disgraced your family name many times over. I will not allow you to disgrace mine. Give the word and we'll chop her tongue out and send it back to Karator. I'm sure her friends here would have something to say about that. Let's just go back inside. I'm already starting to tire of this. I will never sell my shop to you, Dahlia Urdo. If you wish to eliminate me, this is your only chance. Otherwise, you might as well report back to your family that you have failed in the task they have given you. Now you're starting to make sense. You're not seriously considering her offer, are you? But if you're lost, what would we do? Do you seriously think there's a chance I could lose to this woman? Come on. She won't always have her friend around to protect her. We could take her out anytime. This way is much cleaner. The city watch tends to take notice of murders, even when they only involve someone as insignificant as this wench. Very well, Akuzo, I accept your challenge. Ever since I scratched you with my ring, I wondered what it would be like to put a deeper mark in you. I'm ready when you are. We'll see about that. Akuzo is wounded already. Right, half health.
Sure.
Um, start the buffing process. Looks like quite a few capable warriors.
Ready.
Well, that didn't last long. No, stupid woman. You just cost us our jobs. If her friend hadn't been here, this never would have happened. Let's kill them both. They look like they have some good stuff. That would be a mistake. Do not throw your lives away. The mistake was you thinking you could kill a member of House Erdo and get away with it. If we don't take you down, you can bet the Erdos will. Yeah, maybe they'll give us some kind of reward. Let's get their heads. Hmm.
I have spied our enemy.
Do the strike! You fucker, do the strike! Disarm hit. Target cannot be disarmed. You fucker. Target cannot be disarmed. Thank you once again, Galadia Maleficaire. Without your backing, I would be dead now. Unfortunately, Dahlia Order's henchman wasn't totally witless. The fallout from this will make it very difficult for me to stay in Westgate. I'm sure House Order will not rest until I am imprisoned for killing one of their own, even if it was in a fair duel. I'm very fortunate that you talk to the City Watch on my behalf. With my earlier complaint on record, I have a leg to stand on. Once again, you have my thanks. Was my pleasure, Okuzo. I will go back to my shop now to await whatever may come of this. You are welcome to visit any time. Salamander hide armor. Full plate.
My steel shall lead the way.
Follow me.
Yeah. Ring of Merchants rule. Charisma and appraise.
Evil beware. I am in
Direct me.
charge now.
Yes.
Boots of
If you need
Striding.
something
Yes.
looted, I'm your woman. I'm leading. I think I deserve an extra share of
Yes.
the loot for this.
Okay. Salamander hide. Medium armor. Good fire resistance and low weight. But it's not a good armor otherwise. Well, at least this is probably worth a decent amount of coin. Anything else? I think someone has boots of reflexes plus
Sure.
2.
I can do that.
Follow me. Yes. Follow me.
But 28,000. Quivering Plum. Nuts. Dark Dahlia. I think we're gonna leave the Dark Dahlia to last. It seems to be the plot related mission. I want to see if we can. Well, we have two options. I guess the dog and the mint sans mysteries. In fact, I think I'll leave things here. We'll try to solve the Knot of Kowloon mystery. I'm not gonna go to the Quivering Palm, that's arena fighting. Level or two of extra experience would make a huge difference in something like that. Our biggest change, I suppose, that we can still expect to have is level 12. We should get a third attack. That's quite a bit of a difference still. So I'd like to postpone any kind of arena fighting until that point. Maybe.